It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Gets around him, and he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Ryan. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Left side completion to Jones. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A big play there just before halftime. 61 yards. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And Butker able to put this one through. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down. On third down, Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Now Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. 82 yards. And the Falcons cut into that lead.
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Yellow, on the line. I'm coming after you. Attack, attack.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They try the left side here with Williams. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now Mahomes going to get this one to Hill. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 35. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's third and goal. Now here's Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A big loss there of 9 yards on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. And the kick by Butker is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Falcons take over first and 10.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Just like that.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 1st down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 24 yards out. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Here's Mahomes to throw, and this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. Wiggles free. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
That's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Now it's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that on your side.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big run there by Freeman. 41 yards.
1st down, Falcons.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll run here with Freeman. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. 2nd down and goal. Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know, you
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
I don't need to. There's a Louie. Cut. Hey,
Mahomes going to throw it here. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but it's going to be second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A give to Williams, running right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to let this slip away.
It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically. But it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway. And now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th.